How to have an attractive personality? Well, if you're someone that wants to have an attractive personality to attract other individuals, if you're gonna ask a woman how to have an attractive personality, one woman will say one thing, but when it comes to the other one, she'll say something completely different. And I completely understand how frustrating and confusing it is, because you are someone that's trying to develop yourself. You are someone that's trying to level yourself up, but you're getting so confused because different people are saying different things. And thus in this video I want to talk about some universal things, some personality traits that everyone finds attractive regardless of their personal preference. And thus, if you are excited, definitely stick with me till the end. And with that said, let's get started. When it comes to having an attractive personality, it consists of three very important components. Cultivate the ability to communicate naturally, develop a sense of humor, and build a confident disposition. And thus in this video, I want to focus on these three components and help you on your quest to develop an attractive personality. And hence, firstly, I want to focus on the communication skills. And that brings me to point number one: listen to others. Because when it comes to listening to others, it's often a trait that is forgotten in society. All of the times, we're so focused on ourselves, we're so focused on our phone, but those that are willing to put in the effort and are willing to listen to others are very attractive, because it brings out a very good perception in front of other people. Because if you are someone that's listening to them, it shows that you show empathy, it shows that you're willing to put in the effort, it shows that you most likely had a good upbringing, it shows that you care about them, and the list goes on and on. And if you're someone that's an active listener, you show intent, you leave an imprint on them, because they will remember you. You build a deeper connection, a stronger connection, and that's simply by you actively listening. And when you're someone that's listening to the other individual, they're the individual that are putting more effort into it. All you're doing is that you're actively listening and showing that you are someone that's paying attention. You're the one that they're putting the effort for, and subconsciously you'll become a lot more attractive. Moving on to the second point in terms of communication is that you need to be a man of your word. Because nowadays in society, you see it all of the times. People saying one thing, but they actually don't do it. They're not a man of their word. And what will happen is that other individuals will lose respect for you. But the more important thing is that you'll lose respect for yourself. Because if you're someone that can't keep your word, if you're someone that's not willing to put in the effort, if you said that you're gonna do something, you'll just simply look less attractive. It's very important to be sincere. It's very important to always be the individual that's honest, not only to other individuals, but also to yourself. And you realize that even though if people disagree with you, even though if people have different worldviews than you, if you're someone that's putting in the work, and if you're someone that's a man of your word, they will still respect you. And that's how you have an attractive personality. Even though if people disagree with you, even though if people don't believe in your dreams, if you're someone that's going hard for it, if you're someone that's willing to put in the effort, you're showing your dedication, you're showing that you're determined, you'll show other individuals that you are someone that's a man of your word. And that will automatically put respect on your name. And if you're someone that's respected by other individuals, you'll automatically be more attractive. So now we've covered 2 points in respect to communication. And now I'd like to move on to talk more about humor. And that brings me to number 3, laugh at yourself. If you're someone that can laugh at yourself when you screw up, when you make a mistake, or if you're someone that can laugh at your own shortcomings, it shows that you're comfortable in your own skin. And this is one of the most low-key ways to show how confident you are in yourself, without bragging, without showing that you are this alpha male, because a lot of times people get intimidated by it. I'm not saying that it's always a bad thing, but if you're someone that wants to show that you're confident, but wants to do it on the low, it's better to show that you're very comfortable in your own skin. And laughing at yourself when it's appropriate, because this shows you're confident in your own ability and you're a confident individual. And if you're someone that wants to be more attractive and wants to show that you've got an attractive personality, if you're able to laugh at yourself and show that you are this confident individual, you automatically will come across as more attractive. Moving on to number 4, optimism. And this point is also in respect to humor, but you might be asking, how does optimism link to humor? And it's very closely linked if you think about it. Those individuals that are very optimistic, even though if things are going wrong, they're looking at it from a positive angle. They laugh at the situation and try to make the best of it. And thus, if you're someone that wants to become more of an attractive person, if you're someone that wants to have an attractive personality, it's important to be optimistic and laugh at the situation, rather than being someone that gets angry, gets bitter because things are not going his way. Although you can turn the anger and bitterness into fuel, and that's more useful in the instance where you want to chase your dreams and want to give 100%. But if you're someone that's solely focused on getting an attractive personality, it's more important to look at the situation from an optimistic perspective, because now you can entertain yourself, you can entertain others even though you're not in an optimal situation, and can make the best of it. And if that isn't an attractive personality, trying to uplift the situation even though you're in a negative energy environment, I don't know what is. Number 5, have confidence in how you act and speak, and this is in respect to confidence. If you think about it, confidence is very closely linked to the previous two things, humor and communication. If you're someone that focuses on improving your humor, you're showing other individuals that you're more confident. And if you're someone that's improving your communication, you're gaining respect, which is a derivative of confidence. So it's all very closely linked. And thus, if you improve your confidence, you also improve your communication and your humor. And if you focus on communication in respect to confidence, you realize that there's quite a lot of things you can do. For example, if you're someone that wants to be a man of your word, instead of just saying you're a man of your word by saying it with low energy, be a bit more firm, show more intent, show that you're a man of your word, and don't be afraid to show it to the world. Improve your body language when you're saying it, improve your tonality while speaking, and these are all very small things that if you add up will boost your confidence and your personality. Number 6, know your target audience in respect to confidence. So at the beginning of this video I said that when it comes to having an attractive personality, one female will say one thing, but when it comes to another female, she will say the completely opposite thing, and it all depends on their own preferences. But how can you cater to that? Sometimes it's very hard. And what I promised in this video was that there are universal denominators. And I've talked about 5 of them. But in the 6th point, now I'd like to talk about something that can help you cater to their personal preferences. And that's why I want to talk about knowing your audience. Because there's something called high energy and low energy. Some people are very hyperactive. Some individuals are very ambitious, want to explore a lot of things, are very adventurous. And for those individuals, you want to show more confidence. You want to show a higher vibration. You want to show higher energy. While with other individuals, that are a little bit more introverted, prefer to live a slower life, find their comfort more important. For those individuals, you want to slow down a little bit and want to show lower energy. And I'm not necessarily saying that you need to have lower confidence, but you need to show it less often or show it in a minimal way, such as at laughing at yourself. This way you're showing that you're comfortable in your own skin, but you're not explicitly showing that you're confident. And thus, if you're someone that wants to be able to have an attractive personality, your audience is also very important. All of the first 5 things are very universal, but it also depends on your audience. If you're talking to someone with more energy, someone that's more adventurous, more extroverted, it's more important to have high levels of energy. While on the other side, you want to have lower levels of energy, and this way you can cater to your audience, you can show those universal denominators while still being able to cater to the specific person and their preferences. And that's pretty much the end of this video. If you found it informative, definitely let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to make more videos like this. And also leave a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate your time, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.